What?
You're in for an arse-kicking, you piece of shit!
Have you congratulated Trush?
Stop where you are! We're after you! Halt!
Easy! I surrender!
Ah, here you are! Now it's time to deal with your horse thieving. As well as buying an indulgence, you'll pay the price for that in full.
I'll explain everything. Just give me a bit of time. I had a terribly important message from Margrave Jobst of Moravia. People's lives were at stake, and there was no other way for me to get to where I needed to be fast enough. And that horse, unfortunately, never came back. You're right, but I wouldn't have made it without him.
Wonderful. Do you have any idea how much a horse like that costs?
I know, but what can people like me and you do? Refuse an order from a lord as mighty as Jobst? Laws go right out the window.
You're right. Very well. I'll straighten things out, but next time, steer clear of trouble. Can't believe it. You shouldn't be bothering us here. Sacre.
Willkommen. Was willst du heute Morgen?
I'll have a look at the wares. I'd like to discuss the price.
Ja, Pfad. Danke. Das war ein gutes...
What do you...
Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
Look what I have for you. Look what I have for you. Here, mutt.
Was kann ich dir heute...
What do you... I'd like to do...
I was glad to be of...
What do you have?
Hey, you nearly ran into me.
Go!
Grand affair it must have been, you know, just normal congratulations.
Wait. Didn't you hear?
Hear what?
About how the wedding went?
Did something happen?
You really don't know. No wonder Thrush went
bless.
off at you. The whole thing ended in a mighty brawl.
Bloody hell. I ought to go and apologise to Thrush.
I think it's best not to remind him about it.
I suppose you're right. Oh well, I'm a fool.
Good day.
Good day.
Good doggy. Good boy.
What do you need, sir?
I'll have a look.
Thank you, sir. And come again.
God! Quick! God! God! Quick! Go! Go! God! Go! Quick!
I've got that sheep gut for you.
I hope you killed the poor creature before you pulled it out of its rectum. Or did you chicken out and buy it somewhere? Not that I care. Wait here a while and I'll make them strings for you.
Praise the Lord.
I got those strings for you.
Ah, how the hills shall ring out in gladness to their glorious sound.
We'll fix the loot and head off for Kuttenberg, fame and fortune. All praise to you, friend.
Right. I hope that's all you need.
If only, Henry, old pal. It's just there's still one little fuck-up. Friend, we have a problem. The innkeeper doesn't want us to leave. Says Kuttenberg isn't the place for us.
Can you imagine? He who never set foot outside his village wants to block 2 free souls in their path to fame.
And fortune.
And recognition.
And under the skirts of town maidens.
Beast. In short, dear friend, you must have a word with him. You're worldly wise. He's sure to listen more to you than to us.
Hang on. How can the innkeeper keep you from going anywhere?
Well, you know, he's incapable of grasping that the artistic soul needs to fly as free as a bird.
Aye, he's an Ignoramus. Besides, we owe him a bit of coin.
Well, why don't you pay him back then?
That's just it. We'd love to. We could always scrape together a few groschen.
But it's not coin he's after. He wants us to...
Greetings.
...work off our debt.
He lets you two drink on credit. How so?
Because he's a damn crook.
He knows we can't pay back our debt outright, but he counts every wretched sip we take and adds it to the burden we have to shoulder.
Ghastly weather.
Well, why don't you just up and run for it?
And sully our honour? Never.
And also, the innkeeper would tell the bailiff and he'd come looking for us. We don't want to end up in the stocks.
I'll have a word with him, and we'll see what happens.
That's the spirit.
Let's drink to that!
God be with you.
Good day.
So you're saying the number of
I hear Michael and George have run up a small debt with you.
A small debt? They owe me a whole heap of work, my friend. A month ago, I told them to dig a hole for shit behind the barn, and I'm still waiting. There's a privy there, but now it's full. The shit has nowhere to go but downhill. It's flowing down to the bathhouse. The other day, they promised that if I poured them a drink, they'd haul sacks of chaff to the barn. They boozed for free all night and swathed down sausages till they were as greasy as a cart axle. But that chaff is still out in the damp and rain.
Can't they just pay what they owe you?
It has nothing to do with the coin. Those two need to learn some responsibility. Damn their idle hands. Nothing can cure their laziness but labour.
So, haul some sacks and empty the latrine. And then the debt is paid?
Aye, but I'll bet my boots that even if those two miraculously got off their arses, they'd still manage to rack up another debt in no time.
What is it Michael and George have to do to pay off their...
Haul sacks.
Couldn't someone else do the work instead of Michael and George? They'd just do a shoddy job anyway. You know them.
Well, they'd have to do it again then. I'm telling you. Until the chaff's under cover and the latrine's clean enough to eat out of, them two owe me.
Forget about those two fools. You're not responsible for their upbringing. A decent pile of coin could smooth everything over, couldn't it? I'll give you the coin for some hired hand to do the job.
Well, that pile of groschen will have to be mighty big. Cleaning out the privy's going to be a nasty job. Well, now, everyone should be satisfied. Good trade makes good friends, eh?
I'll have a look at the...
Nothing to your liking, sir?
Let's have a drink, shall we? To quiet our spirits.
I've squared things with the innkeeper. Your debt's been settled.
Our saviour! We knew you'd support our artistic souls and save our mortal bodies.
May your name live in glory!
Your glory shall be sealed by the song we wrote for you.
Oh my God, what have you done?
Fuck yeah! For you and about you, our hero!
Definitely not going to sing those words, right?
Which words?
You know exactly
I'm
the
just
words.
joking. Right, you ready?
Can't tune the strings.
You've got one job. Good? Right.
When it seems you're out of luck,
There's just one man who gives a fuck.
A friend who'll never leave you stuck. Now who can that friend be?
Well,
Ludiek?
Henry, our hero Henry, the fellow who helps his fellow man. Henry, reliable Henry, he gets the job done the best he can. Oh, oh, oh.
Watch out, here we go.
Oh, oh.
I can't hear you in the back.
When you want to string your lute and trumpet with your black drum.
Who will pull a sheep gut out through the creature's rectum? Oh, Henry, we thank you, Henry, the fellow who helps his fellow man.
His fellow man.
Henry, let's drink to Henry. He gets the job done the best he can. Yeah!
So, how did you like it?
Weren't we fantastic? I tell you, that loot really gave it a punch.
I'd say we were incomparable. Chi la dura la vince. You can't keep a good man down. The world awaits us.
Awaits us with open arms.
It was quite interesting.
Interesting?
I mean, I never heard anything like it in my life.
Ah, you want to say new? New and original?
Yeah, that's it. Definitely original. Maybe a bit too much.
Ha! I knew you'd like it.
Dear Enrico, thank you for everything. It's time for us to shake the dust of this God-forsaken place off our feet and seek our fortune in the big wide world.
Kuttenberg, here we come!
New life, here we come.
I wish you good fortune. Maybe we'll meet again one day.
If you come to Kuttenberg, you will surely hear of us. Farewell.
Farewell!
God bless. Excuse me.
Why?
Good day to you. What can I do for you?
I need a bath.
And what are you...
I'd like a pretty girl to take care of all my needs.
Don't worry. Once my girls get their hands on you, you'll forget all your sorrows. At least for a little while.
I can't wait.
Great. But it'll cost you.
I'll gladly pay you.
Excellent. You won't regret it, sir.
Ugh, I always get hungry after a fuck like that. I'll go and find something to eat.
run.
Lord be with you.
So,
Was that you?
what are you messing around with that
Never
door
mind,
for, eh?
Do you want me to arrest you? Leave that door be.
Wait!
Huh?
Can't go there.
A blessed evening to you.
Caspar is with the Lord now.
That's the last flea out of the mattress. Good job, Henry. What about the ring? Have you got it?
I've got it here.
Aye, that's the one. Nice and shiny. It matches my eyes, don't you think?
If Caspar was the last of your band, then we've got them all.
Indeed. The local lords can rest easy once again.
And what about you?
Aye. Me too, for that matter. If you hadn't taken care of them, it'd just be a matter of time before they came to take me out. I'm nothing but a bloody turncoat to them now. And the punishment for that is harsh. On both sides. So thanks, Henry.
Can't get any peace and quiet around.
What's next for you?
Now? Serving Lord Sameen. Now that I've put my past to rest, hopefully he'll be able to trust me.
That'll be quite the change, no?
Yeah, it sure will. I just wonder if I'm not too old. If it's not too late for me already. I don't know if I can get used to it, but I reckon we'll see.
Piss on that fucking thief's head.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure.
Likewise. And actually, here, managed to get a bit of silver out of Sameen. Lord knows you deserve it.
Thanks. Well, I suppose this is goodbye.
Come and see me anytime. You're good, Henry, I'll give you that. But there are still things I can teach you.
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
I'm interested in sword fighting.
Thanks. I'll teach you one trick, but it'll take time to learn it.
Are you shitting?
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
I thought I told you to do something. Go.
I know what a lockpick is, but I'm still not very good at using them.
Fine, but it'll take some time.
Come now. You've no right to be here. Out! I never want to see you here again without permission.
Good day to you.
God bless.
Well, good day.
And what do you want? I hope your blood has cooled a little since that brawl.
Lord Sameen, I'd like to apologise for ruining the wedding. I'm really sorry.
You showed your true colours, Henry. You really let me down. At least you're man enough to come and apologise. Don't apologise just to me, though. Never mind that the wedding cost me a fortune, to hell with that. But you should apologise to my son and his bride.
May God be with you, Henry.
Christ, what a day.
I'd like to learn a new combat.
Don't be foolish.
You shouldn't be bothering us.
Slowly. Nice and slow.
quick! Quick! Gah!
Where are you heading, laddie?
I'm just passing through. Why?
If you're headed towards the Rock Tower Pond, make sure to avoid the abandoned barn.
What barn?
There's an old abandoned barn not far from here. Some vagabond has camped there. On the booze from morning till night. Right nuisance he is. I've tried to have a word, but the bastard came at me with an axe. That's why I warn passers-by, so they don't come to no harm. God only knows what that bloke might do.
Thanks. I'll keep it in mind.
Hmm? Huh? What are you poking around that door for, eh?
I didn't say. I'm going to miss that lass.
I didn't either. But I was traveling through Samin, so I went to see her. And how
God be with you, noble sir. I'm Henry of Skalitz, and I serve the Lord of Lipa.
Sir Kunesh of Belevitz. Poor as a church mouse, but a free man once again.
A free man again? What happened to you, Kunesh?
Ah, the greatest of misfortunes befell me. Figuring out this war is a job and a half.
Aye. This feuding between the royal brothers is damn muddled, all right.
Precisely. I gambled on Jobst over Sigismund a few years back. Only his Hungarian cavalry soon routed us, and I spent 2 years in captivity.
You were held captive? What was it like?
Hardly wondrous, I'll tell you that. But what irritated me most was being powerless to do anything. It's all those blasted Hungarians' fault. They can shove my silver up their arse and then lick it and kiss it for all I care.
I totally agree. Sigismund is plundering the kingdom and torching the castles of lords loyal to King Wenceslas.
What a bloody awful affair this war is. In my day, men would fight with honour and integrity, not stab each other in the back.
My sentiments exactly, Sir Kunesh.
Why, young man, I see you stand with Wenceslas, eh? I tell you, though, he's the one who dragged our land into this mess.
How so? It was the Hungarians who captured you, wasn't it?
Because I was a fool. But I've realized that the only competent king here is Sigismund.
I disagree with you, sir. Sigismund is a scoundrel who will do our land no good. Again?
That's what often happens in war. Still, for the good of the country, I'll side with Sigismund in the end, especially considering what a drunkard and fornicator that brother of his is.
Wenceslas stands up for his people.
Wenceslas can't even see the tip of his nose, and things are only getting worse.
Sigismund's no king. He's nothing but a murderous thief. I challenge you to a duel, sir.
What? You want to fight me? You're not a noble, but what do I care? Making you skip and jump will amuse me, whelp.
No wonder you're still standing. Come on, again. Fucking hell.
Well, lad, it was a good fight, but you have been...
What are you doing?
I thought I told you to do something. Go away.
I'd like to... What do you want? I heard you. Fine.
You thought you'd get away with it, did you?
Hmm?
I never want to see you here again without
Oh.
What can you do?
Who's there? Hey?
Where the hell are you?
What?
Hi, almost done.
God bless you.
You silly doggy.
Lord be with you. I'd like to... What do you want to know? I need to... Thanks. I'd like to... What is this about? I'd like to... Fine.
Excuse me.
A thief! Catch him! Ah! Fuck him!
Mary, have
No shot. It's a wonder.
You're no match for...
Greetings to you.
Good day to you.
I'd like to learn...
Fighting with a bat, there is... So this, it's just like now, come and try it a few times.
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
As long in the tooth as I am, I can tell you most men who pick up a sword know little or nothing of it. So it's best to just forget about any tricks and simply send them to the ground with one quick slash. Would you like me to show you?
That sounds good. Teach me that.
All right. Now, where was I? Oh, right. How to bring a bloke down before he finds the hole you made in him. Well, first you hit him a few times from the right, and then at the same time, you slash him in the throat with a step to the right. Aye, a seriously fast and deadly hit, especially when your opponent is a dumb bumpkin. Now come and try it a few times, lad. Enough. Well, my shoulder will be killing me. But you didn't fare badly.
Should we have a practice?
What would you like?
A practice.
What do you want to try?
I want a long...
What should I take?
Take a long...
I've been fighting.
Of course.
See you later. Stop! I need a moment before we continue. What do you want to try next?
I want another practice fight, but with different weapons.
And what will you pick?
I'll take a shield, as well as a proper...
Are you trying to kill? What should I use?
Take a mace.
Just like the old...
Let's do this!
Ah! Ugh! Ugh! Ah! Ugh!
Attack me!
All right. Ha! Go fuck yourself! Ah, no chance. That's enough. Let me rest for a while. Then we can carry on.
I'll go with a...
What do you want to arm me with?
Take a shot.
I've been fighting with this thing.
Of course. Attack me!
All right. No. That's enough. Let me rest for a while. Then we can carry on. What do you want to do next?
I've had enough.
You young...
God. Go. Ka.
Katarsal, what's up, fool? Hi, John, Julie.
Mister, spaliker out.
Hi, just Goro.
I've got a... What do... I want to...
I will give you...
That works for me.
Here is the silver. I'm sorry. What is it? Are you whistling just for fun? I should get it.
Huh? Stop a while, my good man.
I don't have a lot of time, but I'm always up for a game of dice and a flagon of wine.
I hear you. Never any harm in that. Anyway, that's about all we can do right now, bugger it. Nothing for it but to perch here and wait for our tree.
What do you mean for your tree? You're waiting for it to chop itself down?
Actually, I mean, wait until we can get to work on it.
But what's the hold-up with your tree?
In short, we found the perfect oak for a new mill wheel. Only some horsens set up camp beneath it for the night. And now we're waiting for them to haul arse. Bugger it.
What's your actual line of work?
Me and Yira here are axemen. We make our way round the mills fixing their wheels.
Yeah, and spending half the day sitting by the wayside, eh?
Whoa now, laddie. It takes a lot of walking to find the right tree. There's a lot more to it than you think, bugger it.
Why don't you just send those reprobates packing? You got hands like shovels, and you're scared of a few vagrants?
Vagrants? Hell, man, they're armed to the teeth. They'd kill us, bugger it. And don't stoke my fire, lad, else you'll see what these shovels of mine can do to your face.
Come on, then.
Let's see what you're made of, lad. Show what you're made of. Not like that, for fuck's sake. Go fuck yourself. Oh, Christ. Go on, parry. Now! You want to try me? Hey, nice. Christ! Shit! Not like... That was something! Not like that, for fuck's sake. Go on, parry. I'm just... Show your stuff. Go on, parry. Go fuck yourself.
Thanks. Next time, keep your arms closer to your body. You'll be more agile that way.
All right, I get it. That was a pretty good fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, but once was enough.
Definitely. Safe travels.
Legs. Do you want to kill?
Good doggy, good boy.
Easy, good horse. Easy, good horse.
Why the long face?
Sir, I've just got this nut. Did you do what I asked you?
Yes, sir. Everything's in
You didn't forget anything?
The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Those monsters are back again. Last summer, we only heard them scratching the walls and roof with their claws. But they got a lot more bold this time. They're leaving charred marks on my wooden spoons, throwing clumps in my food, and they're constantly leaving their droppings in my kitchen.
Don't worry. The Chamberlain is taking this very seriously. He sent me to take care of it.
My eyes and ears aren't what they used to be, but I still know everything that's going on around here. Be on the lookout for people walking arse first. That's how the demons disguise themselves, so you can't see they're hollow inside.
All right. I'll keep an eye out. Where should I look for them?
They're coming from the other side of the castle, below the maiden, I swear.
How should I deal with them?
Of course. Everyone knows the demons enter this world through the flames. You have to find 5 fireplaces in the palace, under the maiden, and sprinkle water on them. Be careful to sprinkle within the width of your little finger. 9 drops, 1 for every angelic choir. And every 3rd drop must be twice as big as the ones before it.
I'll take care of it. I hope I can do it exactly as you said.
And one more thing to take to heart. The spell is most effective when performed in the moonlight. But most of all, don't forget 9 drops. Take care.
God be with you.
I'm sorry.
God.
I hear. So, it's you.
Lord von Burgov, I've been told to deal with the demons plaguing the castle.
It's a thankless job, but a necessary one. I appreciate you taking care of it.
Are they really so much trouble around here?
They've been a nuisance ever since the castle was built. Call him whatever you want. Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub. That hellish bastard certainly wasn't happy when Sir Vincent started building 2 towers right on top of his extinguished fairy estate.
I can't imagine he was.
But he soon realized it made him closer to people and that he could tempt them more easily. Many a poor soul in the lower castle has already fallen for his schemes and made a pact with hell.
Why don't you put a stop to it?
The castle is situated in a good strategic location. We have no choice but to try and tolerate Lucifer, and he has no choice but to tolerate us.
I heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An alchemist's cookbook. A sand-coloured cover, embossed.
Yes, several rare and astonishing books have arrived from Prague. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
I've heard there are some interesting ideas in it. Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom, especially those from Prague.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord Nickvard Libak helped me sort the new books at the time, and the one you're looking for caught his attention. He left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials, B.B. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, and I appreciate Nickvard's help, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now. I'd like to ask him to return it, but he's been avoiding me.
Why would Nickvard suddenly be avoiding you?
I have a sneaking suspicion. It seems Nickvard lost the book. I've warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him, but to leave them in his chamber and read them there. But Nickvard is old and stubborn, and this is how things turn out.
The price of such a book must be incalculable. People like Nickvard are too dumb to understand.
But I digress. As I said, Nickvard is intentionally avoiding me. But I've made headway. I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently. Bertha, the cook, Regina, the maid, and Hirsch, the hand.
For a nobleman, Nickvard is quite wary of his own kind, speaking only to servants.
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken to anyone but myself. Nickvard is a loner, which is also why I suspect something bad has happened. Now that he's decided to leave his shell, that is. But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out. Since Lord von Berkov's arrival, I've been preoccupied with other matters.
I'll help you. I'll ask all 3 and see if they lead me to Nickvard.
Many thanks. If you aren't sure what to do, stop by and we'll discuss what you found out.
Before I go, can you tell me where I can find those people in the castle?
Who, exactly?
You said Nickvard is avoiding you. Where at the castle does he live? Are there any places he frequents?
Nickvard lives like a hermit here at Trotsky. Like a ghost. His chambers are in the Crone's Tower. But God knows if he's ever slept there. He took his meals down in the Crone's kitchen. Lately, I've often seen him talking to Regina in the Knight's Hall, in the Maiden, or looking out the hall window. I caught sight of him a few times with Hirsch at the transport yard below the castle.
So I just have to hope I run into him somewhere.
Nickvard always just shows up. I've rarely ever found him on my own. I'm not surprised you can't find him anywhere, since I've been trying myself.
Where is Bertha?
Bertha cooks for us in the crone's kitchen. She's there most days. If you can't find her there, try the first house in the lower castle, across from the door to the dungeon.
Where is Regina?
As Lord von Berkoff's personal maid, she'll likely be somewhere in the Maiden's Palace, perhaps in the Knight's Hall, or on the floor above it, near the Lord's chambers. She even sleeps there.
Where is Hirsch, the stable boy?
I've seen him with Hirsch at the transport yard below the castle. He sleeps in the house directly across from it. I don't know him much, though.
That's everything I needed to know. About that lost...
Please tell me you found it.
I'm sorry. I hear there are demons causing trouble at the castle again.
Again? Is anyone sprinkling yet?
Aye. Me.
That's the only thing that works.
What do you think of all this?
Occasionally, I hear the servants telling stories that sound like they're taken straight out of a Cistercian penitential. Even Gregory the Great, Gregory of Tours, Caesarius of Heisterbach, or Jacobus de Vorgine all share a similar view of unholy forces. The devil, as the enemy of both God and man, makes every effort to seduce the soul onto the road to hell, and to harm people however he can. How do you imagine the forces of evil?
Like a hairy terror with hooves, horns, and big nasty teeth.
Like something out of the Codex Gigas. Anything else?
What kind of tasks do you do for Lord von Berghoff?
Rare ones, lad. His lordship spends little time at Trotsky. As the royal chamberlain, he has to be in Prague most of the time.
What does the royal chamberlain do?
I understand, lad. You're asking about his authority, eh?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know anything at all about him.
Sir Otto von Burgo is the royal chamberlain, subcamerarius in Latin. He's one of the 9 most powerful officials in the kingdom. He manages the royal towns and monasteries, approves the councillors and abbots in them, and appoints the royal judges.
Why does Sir Otto have to be in Prague so often?
Because that's the seat of the royal court, and our lord is one of the highest royal officials. Praga caput regni, young man. Prague is the heart of the kingdom. All the political threads come together there. It's where they handle administration of the country. If you want to be somebody, you have to go to Prague, or to Moravia, to that traitor Jobst of Luxembourg.
Excuse me, but why do you consider Margrave Jobst a traitor?
And what else should I call a person who only looks out for any chance to benefit himself?
But now he's fighting for King Wenceslas, isn't he?
Jobst has changed sides so often it's impossible to keep track. But, to give him credit where credit is due, unlike our king, he's a great politician. Wenceslas wasn't even able to hold on to the imperial crown that his father passed on to him before he died. Yes, indeed. One day that bloody Margrave Jobst of ours is going to make it big. He might even become the emperor himself.
Why doesn't Lord von Berghoff free our King Wenceslas from captivity in Vienna? He's powerful enough for that, isn't he?
It's politics, boy. Pure and simple.
All right. But can you explain it to me briefly?
Briefly? Politics are bloody complicated.
Or maybe you could start with why they captured our King Wenceslas.
That's obvious, isn't it? King Wenceslas's rejection of our high nobility started to annoy them. So, they joined forces with his brother, the Hungarian King Sigismund, and war broke out. A year ago, they got together and captured Wenceslas in Prague, and Sigismund had the royal castles occupied by his allies. They secretly took the king to Vienna, where his brother is still holding him firmly under lock and key.
So von Berghoff and the others want Sigismund to be king?
Not at all. Soon they discovered they'd miscalculated, and that Sigismund wanted the whole country for himself. And now, they can't agree on what to do about it. I think that's why Lord von Berkoff received your message. He's trying to find new allies among the lower nobility.
Who are among Wenceslas's opponents?
Who do you think? All the nobles in the League of Lords, of course. The most powerful are Henry of Rosenberg, Henry of Hraditz, Boresh of Riesenberg, Bohuslav of Schwamberg, and our Sir Otto von Berghoff, too, so far.
But we serve Sir Hanush of Leipa and Radzig Kobyla.
Exactly. They're representatives of the lower nobility, who always stood faithfully by Wenceslas because he handed out royal positions to them.
Ah, damn politics.
On the contrary, boy. It's only thanks to politics that von Berghoff didn't send you two to the gallows straight away.
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
I'd like to hear something interesting.
Fine. But it'll take some time.
Laugh all you want. When I'm a noblewoman, I'll have you put in the stocks.
Oh no! Please, my lady, forgive my rudeness and please don't hurt me. As proof of my servility, I shall kiss your slipper. But wait, my lady, you're wearing old clodhoppers covered in shit.
Damnation. Ah, damn.
Huh? You have no business poking around in there. Stop him! Guards!
It was you.
Halt! Easy! I surrender!
Tried to pick that lock.
I'm sure that looks strange, but I can explain.
I'm listening.
I noticed that the lock was covered in a layer of dirt, so I decided to clean it off.
You wanted to clean a stranger's lock?
That's right. I was a blacksmith, and if there's any job I hate, then it's fixing clogged up locks.
Huh. And what were you cleaning it with? A lockpick?
Oh, that's not a lockpick. It's a special lock cleaning tool.
Looks like a lockpick to me.
Well, they do look similar, but it's a cleaning tool. Now the lock just needs to be oiled, and it'll be as good as new.
So you did that out of the kindness of your heart?
Aye, why not? It's easy. If you want, we can go and see your blacksmith. I'm sure he'll tell you the same thing. That's just the way it's done.
I don't have time to talk to the blacksmith about such nonsense. The next time you decide to go about cleaning people's locks for free, you'd better tell them first. Now, move along.
Excuse me.
What's that?
Did I imagine it? I suppose it was nothing.
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Rain again.
Good. Doggy. Good boy.
Christ. Damn it. Ugh.
would that be?
Oh, I don't know exactly. But when the king commands, his subjects have to obey.
What would you like?
I'll have a look at you.
I'd like to discuss...
Aye. Thank you. And come again. What would you like, sir? Certainly. My baths are at...
I'd like to get to know one of your pretty bathmates.
Great. But it'll cost you.
I'll gladly pay you.
All right, then. Let's get to it. Follow me. My God, that was really something. You'd better warn me next time. I'm not much of a swimmer. Good doggy.
Silly doggy.
Good boy.
Huh? Aye? Careful!
Greetings to you.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Good evening to you.
Do you know where I can find Nickvard? The scribe said you might know.
Erazim is suddenly interested in Nickvard and me. You don't say. But when I need him to read something for me, he never has the time. I'm sorry.
I was asking about Nickvard.
Aye, I heard you. Say, can you read?
I can.
In that case, would you mind reading this message I have from Nickvard?
Show me. Dear Mistress of the Chambers. What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from someone else. Say, Lord Capon. Never mind. Read on. Though I reckon it interests you more than me.
Persevere. We shall soon escape the dungeon of those two women. Cursed fate, however, has placed an obstacle in my way. The heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel my insides being reborn. But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something else was washed away with them.
How much longer is it?
Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets into the void, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road to your liberation. That's it.
Beautiful.
True enough. Nickvard has a flair for the dramatic.
My, that's Liebach for you.
But what does it mean? Can you explain any of it to me?
Lord Liebach has taken a liking to me. I suggested to him it wasn't proper for a noble to have an affair with a maid. He thought I meant he was too old for me. But then he found what he calls the Lightbringer's potion book. He said it would light a flame in him that would burn out all that's old. So I suppose it worked. Hooray!
I know the book he's talking about, but what does he mean, into the void?
Look, can we stop talking about this? I feel a little uncomfortable here talking about some old lovelorn nobleman.
I understand. Just one more thing, please. When was the last time you saw Nickvard? And where?
The last time was in the Knight's Hall. But that was a long time ago. I found that message a few days ago. Hard to say where he's off to.
Thanks anyway.
Greetings.
Enough! I surrender. Enough!
Your goose is cooked, scum. Now you'll pay for all your thievery. And you have a lot to atone for.
But I acted within the law. I received permission to do all of that. I have it in writing. I'll bring you the contract. You know how to read, right?
Well...
Nah, a foolish question. I apologise. What a disgrace it would be if a man of the law didn't know how to read.
Exactly. A horrible disgrace.
So, do you want to see the contract? There's quite a lot to read there.
No, that's quite all right. Move along, I'll handle it.
Don't show yourself here again.
Greetings. What would you like?
I heard the castle is haunted by demons again, Nicodemus. Did they bother you too?
They did indeed. A few days ago, I was in the chapel. In prayer, when a spawn of hell appeared before me, fac mihi hominium. Swear an oath of allegiance to me.
My God. What did you say to it?
I laughed in the face of the Prince of Darkness. Would you not rather renounce your slavery and return to heaven? I told him. Without hesitation, he replied, better to rule hell than to be a slave in heaven. And then he disappeared, veiled in a terrible, foul-smelling smoke.
Phew. That sounds horrifying. But anyway, like I said, I was told to sprinkle water. If they dare try that even on a man of faith, nothing else will help.
I'm glad you have faith in the Lord, and not in some old wives' tales. Now take up your task, and rid us of that hell spawn. May the Lord guide you.
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
I'd like to hear some news from the world.
I'll tell you some interesting things.
How long have you been here in Trotsky, Father?
Well, it's been quite a few years. But if you are interested in local history, you should go and see the scribe Erazim. He's been here the longest.
How do things work in the castle?
You mean who runs things when our lord is away?
Yeah, I see there's a lot of people here, so I wouldn't want to offend anyone.
Then you should watch out especially for Lady Yitka. She's the wife of our Burgrave Hashek. She's a pious woman, but also damned firm and strict on the servants. Her husband is in charge of the castle garrison and order in the region. Then Captain Thomas is responsible for Sir Otto's security. He's an old soldier and an upright fellow, even if he doesn't come to confession more than once a year. And the ruler of the roost here is the Chamberlain, Ulrich von Schaumburg. You seriously don't want to cross him, lad?
I noticed there's no church in Troskowitz, or anywhere nearby. Why's that?
It's true. You'll find the closest one in Uyezd or in Mladiev on the other side. In Trotsky, we only have the chapel in the castle tower. In short, this domain is the middle of nowhere. It was only with Sir Otto's arrival that great things started happening.
What is Sir Otto von Berghoff like?
What can I tell you? Lord von Berghoff provides a livelihood for many people. He brought money to the region, restored and expanded the castle, and yet he spends most of his time in Prague. He's the royal chamberlain, and politics takes up a lot of his time.
I understand. He pays well and doesn't get in the way, eh?
That's not what I said. The old chamberlain, Ulrich, manages the estate, and he's definitely good with numbers, at least.
But
numbers and accounts aren't everything. One should also think about the salvation of one's soul. But that young man is absolutely none of your business.
I've sinned, Father. I want to purify my soul in the eye of God and repent.
Your soul is pure, son. Do you really wish to make a penitence pilgrimage?
I'll do it as a token of my love for God.
Outside Troskowitz, there is a small chapel where the poor go to pray. That's where you should look for redemption, in yourself.
What penance do you give me?
Bless yourself and say the Lord's Prayer.
All right, Father. I'll go.
Till we meet again.
Careful!
Eight, 9. Eight, 9.
How bold of you! You steal something from us and then you go walking around with it on. That's not happening.
Excuse me.
Wait! You must have taken that from us, and now you're wearing it around.
It was you! Well, what'll it be?
Can't get any peace and quiet around here.
What are you waiting for? Surrender immediately! Fine, I'll make you surrender.
Wait! I surrender!
Your goose is cooked, scum! Now you'll pay for your thievery. And you have a...
But I acted within the law. I received permission. I'll bring you the con.
Well...
Nah.
Yeah.
So...
No.
What's that?
That should do it.